So my dude's Valk here, and I've heard your criticisms, I've heard everything. My Eula is too strong, too cracked, it's unrealistic. I don't know the struggles of actually playing Eula, blah, blah, I've heard all of them. My team's too strong, my everything, so you know what? I can't showcase a good free to play Eula, obviously, because we've already put the constellations in. But what I can do is go ahead and do this really quick for you guys. And then we'll go ahead and run through the Abyss. Am I going to switch to team up? Not really, but I mean, on this Abyss, I don't even run Zhongli with her, so the only real buffer she's going to be having is going to be Superconduct. Normally I run on side 1, I do this, along with Jean, and then on Eula goes side 2, along with Fischl and Chi-Chi for healing, and then Venti. Venti helps a lot with the energy recharge, he really does. But Sucrose can fit this slot too. Fischl's free to play. Chi-Chi is always pooped on. I'm sure you guys can run Bennett instead. A lot of people have a built Bennett. But Chi-Chi's there solely for healings. I threw the Millilith on Fischl to kind of streamline the experience. Alright, I don't know where I cut my ranting self off at, but I know I'm going to make a random cut into where I'm talking, and I apologize for that ahead of time. But I just want to say that, yeah, while Venti adds a lot of ER to this team's still going to be pretty good. People are going to be like, I've seen a lot of arguments about my team being too strong, about this, that being too strong, etc. About a bunch of things just basically being too strong and just taking away from Eula consistently and the strength that Eula herself has. So I want to make sure to go ahead and dispel that by just taking Eula through to such an extreme as using a level 1 Waster Greatsword on her, because people seem to just underestimate how strong she is. I understand I have a very strong artifacts, but this is no Zhongli. This is literally just... This is just her going nuts. Her along with Fischl, I guess, is the better way to say it, because Fischl brings in the Superconduct, and we got Fischl for free back in 1.1. So Fischl's extremely free-to-play friendly. Very free-to-play friendly. And you can see there, I got ult back without even using Venti's ult, because I made sure to infuse Electro to Venti's ult. She's fine to me. I haven't seen from playing her at C0 to playing her at C6 the complaints people have. But anyways, let's go on to the next floor. Alright, now we're to the dreaded 12-2. I might die here and have to reset it, so you guys won't see it. But I can't show it just yet, but just know she's still on the Waster Greatsword. Still level 1. You'll see it when I'm fighting here in a second. She's still there doing it. She's still doing her thing. And we're going to go ahead and we're going to start popping. We go ahead, we do this. And now we start getting ready to pop. Then we go ahead and do that, and look at that. Everything's dead. Right? And it's something that's a repeating theme with Eula. She just absolutely smacks everything around. It's just Eula herself. Absolutely nutty. A super strong unit in my opinion. And I just see people consistently pooping on her in conversations about her, right? To me, the people that are pooping on her either haven't got her and haven't played her, or they just go basing their opinions off what other people say. But I've had nothing but really good experiences playing her so far, and I'm just basing my opinions off what I see from playing her. And that's why I feel the need to defend her, because I see some things that just don't make sense. Where it's just people like accusing my teams of just being too strong, or accusing this or that, or the other thing, right? Which is, it's not true at all. Eula just herself is entirely too strong in my opinion. So it's definitely something that I try to showcase, basically by using to the extreme of having to use level 1 weapons. That's the point we're at now, I guess. But yeah, I've been messing up my rotations this entire time, so it's taking way longer than it should, because you really need to make sure to get your rotations right on Eula. But she's really strong, dude. Like, really strong. The only other character I've played that can do what she's doing right now is Xiao. And Xiao at C6 to be specific, right? It has to specifically be C6 Xiao, otherwise he can't do this. Like, look at the damage, dude. That wasn't even me building up stacks because I didn't want to get her... I didn't want to let her die. So I wanted to make sure I could build up stacks without killing her. Right? Alright, now we beat up. We take our time because we're not in any rush with this clear, obviously. We're using a level 1 weapon, dude. Not in any rush for this clear at all. Boom, 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 boom.
Life goes on.
We do that, make sure everybody's ults are getting up. And now we just sit here and constantly stagger them with cryo. And we'll make sure to do the charge one right here. But yeah, this is basically it, dude. Like, is she like the most interesting, best unit to play? Nah, she's not. She's not. She's just not. But she's really, really, really strong. I think she's really interesting to play because you have to constantly focus. Like, you can't just turn your brain off with her, in my opinion. You have to focus. But I'm going to be objective and say that she's not, like, the most super interesting, complex character. Alright, once again, wherever I cut off my ranting, I'm sorry. My rants and rambles, I tend to rant, so I'm probably just going to slice it in one spot. Wherever I cut it off, I'm sorry. But now we're to the final floor. We had a little bit of an accidente on the first half of this, but I knew I could keep going, so I went ahead and did keep going. We're gonna go ahead and do this. Bop bop. Get her ult up. Then go ahead and do this again. Hopefully, Mr. doesn't kill me before I can get some stacks. Go ahead and do that real quick before we die, and so we can pop the ult off. Then we go right back with Venti. And we're just going to do this. That wasn't even super conduct, by the way. That was just it. Make sure to hit real quick. Make sure to get some hits in. Come back to Venti. Bop, bop. Bop, bop. We have to go ahead and go this way. Back to Venti. And then we suck him up one more time. We're just going to keep doing this, because this is like the best way to go about it, right? Alright, we do this. We walk through for a second to get that going. Then we come here, whoop, make sure we don't get hit. And then we double get the ult off. And that is a full clear. Well, one side, because she can only do one side. That's a clear with a level 1 weapon. So, I don't know what else I could show you guys. I'll show another clip of me taking down Child with a level 1 weapon with just Superconduct and 4-piece Millilith. I'll put that in at the end of the video because I was going to put that in a different video, but I figured showcasing to the utmost extreme with Abyss without Zhongli's shield would be a better way of showcasing it. Officially, entirely free to play. The only thing not free to play about my official is the fact that I have Elegy for the end. Venti, you can sub out Venti for Sucrose and have very similar results with this team. It increases attack by 20%, so I'm getting 20% more than you guys, but the attack doesn't matter whenever you're using a level 1 freaking weapon. So, I just want to say that I can't advocate enough for this unit at C0 free to play. From what I've played, I can only speak on my experiences. From what I played, she's incredibly powerful. I've seen a lot of people that are try to take apart my videos and stuff like that. Basically, just pooping on Eula because they were talking about my teams and stuff like that, and how my teams are really cracked, and that's what helps her out and stuff. It's the same thing as me saying, "Oh yeah, Hu Tao and Ganyu are terrible without Melt, right? Melt and Vaporize. They're terrible without it. I mean, it's a team game. You use an entire team." So, the team's not entirely unattainable, because the only real unit you need is a 4-piece Mill official. You'll be able to crush a lot of content like that with Eula. Anyways, this is going to be my last video defending Eula. Yeah, because I'm not a shrimp. I just really like the character, and I'm speaking on my experiences. And a lot of the complaints I see make me feel like there's people that don't actually use the character, but complain about how weak she is or anything like that, that try to dissect my videos. She's very, very strong. I played a bunch of characters at C0. She's easily the strongest one I've played. It's not even about like the investment. I've had a level 9 talent Hu Tao since the very beginning, since I got her. She was very. I've played her at her strength. At her strength, I paired her with Xingqiu, which is arguably one of her better pairings. Probably Ganyu's a better pairing for Hu Tao, but I don't own Ganyu. The only test I can say for Ganyu, I can't compare Eula to Ganyu, but from my experience, Eula is the strongest C0 DPS, and I stand by that. But yeah, anyways, to sum it up, I've been ranting a little bit. This is going to be a longer video. But, let me know if you guys have pulled Eula, your experience of free-to-play Eula. If you are free-to-play and you pull Eula, let me know your experience in the comment section below. Let me know how Eula has been for you guys. Other than that, thank you guys for watching as always. I know this is a little bit of a longer video. Thank you guys for watching. I'll catch you later. Hope you have a wonderful rest of your day. See you later. Peace. Take away from the fact of how free-to-play friendly she is. She is, in my opinion, the strongest C0 unit that you could have in the game, just because of the raw power she gives at C0. Now, everyone's going to bring up, but you're C6 now, and completely disregard the fact that I spent days on her at C6, or C0, excuse me. I spent actual days playing her at C0 to be able to come to this, right? To be able to reach the point where I'm doing what I'm doing right now. Like, I didn't just instantly pop in and start one-shotting everything, right? I actually spent